Good morning. Let's see. Let me get this going. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Get your butts over here. Oh, hey, it is day 23 of the Consciousness Creator Summit. I am your presenter, your teacher, your buddy, your worst nightmare. Just kidding. Today. All right, so I'm getting ready to open this up. I see we got two peeps on here. We are going to be talking today about how to clear blocks to money and abundance, okay? And I'm not just going to use those woo-woo words of prosperity and abundance, those very high meaning words. No, people, we are going to be talking about, look at this, some cold hard cash, okay? Your money looks different in other countries, don't worry about it, okay? All right, I love money. Money's fun. One day I was posted a thing. It said, love is the most important thing and something about money. And then it said, thankfully, I love money. And I thought it was hysterical. I absolutely love that meme. I think it's a meme. And somebody came along and put their snarky, yucky thing on it, went, that's what's wrong with the world. And I'm like, seriously? Like, you're what's wrong with the world. Okay, now see, here you are tuning in again, because it's like, what is going to come out of that girl's mouth? Now, you also want to know that today, let's do the share thing, okay? You know, I'm just talking for a minute or two. Whoops, start the timer. Okay, you know, I'm just talking for a minute or two till we get some peeps on here and being crazy and wild, because it's what I do. Let's see, where is that? Looking for me, there I am, woohoo. I'm even going to share myself onto my own self, okay? Here we go. There we go, shave now, shave. Yeah, you want to shave too, all right? We don't want an abundance of hair where we're not supposed to have it. Listen, you just never know what's coming out of this mouth. All right, so listen to me. What I am, going to be talking about again today, I'm letting you know, we're going to be talking about blocks to money and abundance, prosperity, all those cool things, okay? So let's see, I have to get the live now thing because I want to see you guys' comments. There we are. Okay, here we go. I got Deb, I got Deja, I got Scott, Diane, good morning. Allie shared. There's Jen. I hope you guys are sharing. There's Diane. Okay. All right. Now, I want you to know the reason I decided on this tiara was I actually have, see the green jewel? The green jewel. Okay? Because in America, a lot of the money's green. Okay? I don't know about everywhere else. Now, I don't know, there's places where money even comes in color, like in Monopoly. I think that is so fun. All right? So, again, welcome today to day 23. Just share, you guys. And you never know who's going to get on here and hear this and have a life-changing moment, because I'm a life-changing piece. Dun, dun, dun. I was actually looking for, I have a stack of these. Don't tell anybody, okay? So, we got the mom earrings here. We got the green, blue tiara. There is, yes, now if you guys didn't hear me last time, I have like 6 tiaras, okay? Yes, I have a collection. And every time I go to the store and they have another new one, I have to get it because, look, shouldn't I always have a tiara for every outfit of every day? Yes. All right. Now I want you to show you something else I have. I have these amazing magic wands. I wave them at people. Okay, you're no longer an idiot. There. I just fixed you. All right, just kidding. All right. Here's another one. I love this because it has the marabou on it and it's got stringy pearls. This is pretty base. Okay, pretty normal, pretty base. All right, just a regular magic wand for when you really need it. Okay, awesome. I got Colleen on here. Ooh, Pat, nice to see you. All right, so I want to, again, now that we've been on here about 3 minutes, I guess that's given you guys enough time to share it. I love the pink tiara. Listen, pink is my color. Have you all noticed that, like, I always have on some pink, right? Okay, that's like the mother-child aura, healing, color, and all of that fun stuff. Now, if you're just coming on here and you go, what's this crazy nut job lady doing? Simmer down, we're going to have us some fun. All right, now I want you to know this is actually the first teddy bear that I worked with. I told you about him last week. When I started doing emotional freedom technique and I started tapping out some garbage, this was the first bear that I found. And then I got the bigger ones like I was telling you last week. Now listen, I'm telling you, I'm 60 going on 3. And why? Because most of that garbage that you all got rocking in your body, okay, that's creating limiting beliefs and all kinds of other garbage you got before the age of 7. Okay, that's why we're going to go back in time. We're going to clear up some stuff. Okay, good. Now, I'm not going to wear this the whole time. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. All right, I want to give a personal shout out, okay? First of all, I want to thank all of you for your comments. I want to thank all of you for the discussions that I've been able to have because it's just been amazing. Letting me know how you're tapping and you're getting these huge aha moments. You're having this memory come up, okay? I've had several sessions with some of you. I should say I've had sessions with several of you, and it's always my joy. It's always my pleasure to help you see the garbage of how you're stopping yourself from getting what it is that you want, okay? Because really, everything that you think and believe, okay, is how you're getting what you're getting. In fact, I tell people, if you were born on a desert island, okay, you would never have a crappy thought about yourself. There would be no one to project a crappy thought onto yourself. Would you think you'd be on a desert island, be criticizing yourself if you didn't know any differently? No, you'd think everything you did was amazing. So remember when I said to you, it might have been last week or the week before, that I'm looking at your comments, you guys, I love them. Where do we look for validation and praise? Out there. Where do we get the garbage we think about ourselves? The same place. Oh, that's how we get that. Okay. Duh. All right, you might want to move the computer thing. All right, so I want to give a shout out because last weekend I had the pleasure actually of Saturday of doing a workshop for some parents and children in the morning about how to tap with kids, and then I actually had a private session later in the afternoon with a mom and some kids. So I want to give shout outs to Ellie. I want to give a shout out to Kiana and Serena. It's my absolute pleasure and joy when y'all get sharing this with your kids and your grandkids, okay? It really, really is amazing. I want to also, again, thank everyone that's on here on the replay and for all the sharing, because when we do that, we are actually one tapping sequence at a time, peeps. We are changing the world, okay? So let's just talk real fast in case somebody hasn't been on here before, which, can you imagine that? They haven't been on here with me already? Okay, if you haven't been on here with me already, let me, you want to live on a desert island. Okay. What is tapping? The way I describe it is tapping is modern day technology for releasing stress and anxiety from the mind and the body, okay? Because we're listen, all the stuff that you're getting, and I hope this gives you relief. Everything that you're getting is your body and mind exactly working like they're supposed to based on the crappy information that you got in there, okay? Now, here's the deal. Let's go back to the desert island. You wouldn't have the thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that you have about you, money, relationships, your body, all of those things that are limiting beliefs. So what does Tap and Girl do? What are any of us doing here on the Consciousness Creator Summit? We are actually helping you see your limitations so you can let it go, okay? We've all been talking about the great I am. I am creates, okay? That's the legacy. I can't remember exactly who was talking about it, but there's a whole story about the burning bush and all that stuff where, you know, oh, I am that I am. I think it was Tony. And yay, Tanya. Happy is good. I love happy. I love happy. I love fun. I love expansive. Okay. So, all the stuff that you think and where you're functioning from, okay, is all limiting belief that you learned from somebody else, okay? You heard Allie talking the other day about money doesn't grow on trees and saying, yeah, it's paper. I remember when I first got that concept and worked with the lady, and I said, just see every leaf. When you walk outside, see every leaf as money. Just see it as money, okay? There's even like some embarrassment or some limitation or some, ooh, I'm kind of a greedy person if I talk about money. Well, we're going to call it money, people, all right? Because if I said to you more prosperity and abundance, you'd be like, no, that doesn't go in my pocket. I want some money. Okay, see, I just heard, I got $20 in my pocket. Okay, yes, I love all things boom, boom, and all that stuff. All right, so another thing that was talked about was language. Language is huge, huge, huge. Start listening to your language, would you? Okay, just start listening to what you say, all right? Let's see. God said to Moses, I am that I am. It was when the burning bush lit up, and he was like, what? And then it was like, well, now, how do I tell people that? It's like, it's the legacy, okay? We am that we am. Got it. Okay, so Jenny says, I love that song. They were teasing me one week because I was doing Usha, Usha, okay? So again, thanks to everybody who shared. If you're coming on here now, just go ahead and share. I gave my shout outs to some of the kids. I love that. All right. I want to tell you about me personally. I do one-on-one and I do tapping in group, and I absolutely adore one-on-one. Why? If you think you're stuck, you come to me. All right. You give me your garbage. I am used to like sorting and sifting through garbage and figuring out your limitation. And I absolutely love watching the lights come on, okay? When I'm working with somebody who says somebody makes them feel a certain way, and we tap about that, and then they have a memory of another person who did that, chances are that always goes back to a parent, a teacher, a significant person, okay, who made you feel that way. Group. Let me just explain group to you. Group is so easy. You don't even have to be in the same country as people to create a group. You got 4 Facebook friends, let's get on group. Why? Tapping is amazing, but if you're not practicing it, if you're not doing it in groups so you can see where other people got their garbage, that might be a big indicator for you, you're just missing a really easy opportunity. And I make group really affordable, okay? So if that's something you want to do, then give me a shout out, okay? All right, and I also tell people about one-on-one. The reason that you want to work with me is because, besides the fact that I'm awesome and fun, is that you're in this you soup, okay? In this you soup, all right? You may not even be aware of the things you say. I remember one time I was having terrible physical pain to the point where I had to go to the chiropractor, and I got a massage, and I'm laying on the table the whole time talking to the massage therapist about all this guilt, and finally I went, oh my gosh, okay? I realized I kept talking about all this guilt. What did I tell you last week? Guilt, pain is the punishment for guilt. Guilt seeks pain as punishment. Now, remember, I just got to tell you guys this. Hey, John, I want you guys to remember this, okay? This stuff we're tapping out, while it can be about yesterday, okay, it's not about yesterday. Okay, I had somebody contact me a few weeks ago and something came up, and based on where it was in the body, I said, well, that's childhood anger. And they were like, what? Why is that there again? And I'm like, no. How about, yay, I've tapped away enough garbage that now I'm getting more depth about where I got my garbage, okay? You see, look, I am the queen, princess of flipping it, okay? You got to flip it. You just got to flip it, all right? So send me a note if you want to work together with me, because we do have fun. And anybody who's worked with me will tell you I will have you laughing and crying in the same sentence, okay? All right, so tapping's modern day technology for releasing those old limiting beliefs. We're connecting the information from the meridian system with modern psychological concepts. Having said that, I want to remind you, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I just slept at a Holiday Inn last night. That's the commercial we love. We say that all the time at my house. All right, so what, okay, hold on, give me a second. It's body brain science. So let me tell you again, all right? So the reason I'm not a doctor, not a psychologist, don't be taking yourself off meds. Don't be doing stuff, okay? Don't be doing silly stuff you're not supposed to be doing. That's between you and your doctor. Now, you can add tapping to any kind of modality, any kind of therapy, any kind of healing work that you are doing. So whether you're going to a doctor for depression or anxiety or cancer, okay, you can always add the tapping. When we add the tapping, the body gets to do what it knows how to do, and that is heal itself. The body knows how to do it. It's when we get our stinking thinking out of the way, all right? All right, so remember, I told you, I'm your brainiologist. I know I may not look like it, okay, but I really do love and adore that this is brain science, okay? You guys are so hilarious over here. I use that Holiday Inn joke all the time. Oh my God, we love that joke, Deb. All right, just reminding you, tomorrow morning I got my show too. So look for me tomorrow morning. Let's see. All right, so having done that, I want to show you something that I don't think I've shown you before, okay? These are tapping spots that are really, really, really helpful. Okay, I just got a note from somebody who said they were sitting in a doctor's office and they were using these tapping spots, okay, that I'm getting ready to show you, okay, and how much it was helping bring down her anxiety and her fear. All right, so I'm a funnyologist. Oh my God, that's awesome. See, I love to make up new words. Thank you, Margarita. That is a fantastic word, okay? All right, so how do we find the finger spots? Hold your hands up in front of you like this, all right? If you're holding your phone, you're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. All right, if you're holding your phone, then set it down for a second and just look here, all right? So with your hands facing you, take one hand or the other, doesn't matter, okay? All right, and you're gonna take those same two tapping fingers, okay? And you're gonna tap the end of your thumb. See, I'm not on the back of it, okay? I'm not there. Okay, I'm not there. My husband's laughing because this must look really funny. All right, you're actually on the part of your thumb that faces you, okay? All right, then you would go to the index finger, the part of the index finger that faces you, and what we call that is that last knuckle, okay? So you would be tapping the side that's facing you, okay? See how I'm doing this? All right, I usually go back to the karate chop and then I just cycle right back around when I'm sitting doing something more. If I find myself, even while I'm doing something else like that busy brain thing, and now I'm thinking about something that kind of freaks myself out, okay, you want to do this. All right, now look, you can even do it one-handed. See? Oh yeah. Okay, see how I'm tapping the side of the finger? See that? Okay, now why is this useful? If you're somewhere, you can also just tap or rub the karate chop, okay? All right, you can put your hands in your lap and just tap the side of the hand, okay? Sometimes I turn it this way, sometimes I go this way. I'm showing you this because it really, really is a fantastic spot, okay? I had one child do it like this. You see, there's meridian endpoints in the ends of the fingers, okay? All right, so that's, I mean, if that's a nervousy thing, but look, when I'm walking a lot of times, I do this, all right? It's almost like, what do they call those little finger symbols, you see? But you want to get the side of the fingers that are facing you, okay? Hopefully you got that, all right? Now let's start talking about some money blocks and how you're getting what you're getting, okay? We have so many wonky ideas about money. We were taught so much garbage in the name of people trying to either make us feel better about not having it, okay? Yeah, Diane likes to do that, cross your arms. And when we're doing this with kids, where you cross your arms and you tap underneath, it's like a hug, okay? All right, right? Okay, so let's talk about some ideas and ways that you get crappy money info, right? Okay, we won't even cover money doesn't grow on trees again because you already heard that, right? All right, so I did a whole thing, a whole live about power, okay? All right. What you want to really get in touch with there is, I was talking to somebody one week who I knew was blocking money and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, you guys, just start tapping. You'll take this info in even better, okay? Or if you don't want to do the whole face thing, just tap here, or like I just showed you, tap here, or do the fingers, okay? But start tapping something, all right? All right, so if you were told that people with money are greedy, okay? So here I asked this client I was working with, I said, so give me the first word you think of when I say this word. No filtering, I don't want you thinking long, I want bam, all right? And I'm not looking for the nicey nice stuff, all right? So when you hear the word power, what do you think of? And the word that came out of that person's mouth was cheating, corrupt. Now, when you start to connect those dots psychologically, okay, and you realize that if you think people with a lot of money are greedy, powerful, corrupt, cheating, you're going to keep money away from you, Okay, do you get that, what I just said? All right, you guys keep saying hello to each other and write me notes. I'll see them all later, okay? So let's see, will this thing come down? Let's see if that, nope, okay. So I'm just looking over here. Yes, tap in the car. People think I'm nuts. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're doing this, okay, yeah, they do. But you know what? What if you change your life? What if somebody sees you doing that and then later hears about tapping and goes, oh my God, that was that crazy whacked out thing I saw that lady doing in her car. Okay, so, all right, so let's go to another one. Okay, so look at that concept, okay? And here's how you would tap, even though I think people with money are greedy. Let's just do it for a minute. Ready? Even though I was taught, and you repeat, that people with money are greedy. And I don't want to be one of them. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I don't know what my husband was doing, but he's supposed to be my echo over there. And he turned around like, when'd you start talking? Okay, he's probably surfing the internet instead of watching his wife. No, I'm just kidding. And even though I was taught that people with a lot of money are greedy, and I don't want to be one of them. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I was taught people with money, greedy, corrupt, cheaters, intimidators, yucky, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Right, okay, right here. This belief that people with money are greedy. Side of the eye. Those greedy power mongers. Under the eye. All their greed. Under the nose. All that greed of theirs. I don't want to be them. If I had a lot of money, would I be like them? Under the arm. Those greedy power mongers. Top of the head. All that greed. Okay, take a nice breath. I hope you all know by now that you want to have paper and pencil there, okay? Now, this is stuff you can go back and watch over and over and over again. Why do I say that? Because each time you do that round, you may have another memory come up, another thought come up, okay? Now, beautiful thing about tapping is, even though you tapped with me, even if you're a millionaire, okay? And money's not your issue because it's all the same, okay? Abundance can be abundance in relationships, an abundance of health, an abundance of, you see what I'm saying? Good neighbors, an abundance of fun. Okay, so you tap along anyway because you cannot tap and not get results. Okay, you might not notice them for a few days, but simmer down. All right, they're there. All right, so let's look at another one. Maybe you heard things from your parents like, oh, our family, we don't have that kind of money. Okay, well, there's a crappy thought. Okay, does that mean you're destined for the rest of the time that you and your family are on the outs of money? Okay, so you want to tap about that. Okay, you want to take that belief. Let's do a round of that. You know what? I didn't know we were going to do this, but why don't we just do a round, right? Yeah, I understand the affirmation, Allie. So here we go. Even though my people don't usually have a lot of money, we're keeping some kind of oath or vow. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I was told our people don't have a lot of money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I was told our people just don't have a lot of money, we never did, probably won't ever, and I deeply and completely love and honor myself, my broke ass self. Okay, come on, that was funny. All right, right here. My people just don't have a lot of money. Side of the eye. My people just don't have a lot of money. Under the eye, that's what they taught me. Under the nose, that my people just don't have a lot of money. Chin, that's kind of a crappy oath. Collarbone, my people just don't have a lot of money. Right here. All that old money paradigm. Top of the head. Mom and Dad's legacy to me. Okay, take a breath. Okay, so if that sparks something, you see, remember the tapping is always going to bring up, maybe, usually, an experience, okay? All right? Here's another one. Maybe your parents got divorced, okay? And maybe you saw one parent had money and the other one didn't, okay? Or maybe because of the divorce, both households suffered, okay? All right? Then you go back to that story, even though when mom and dad divorced. Let's do it. Here we go. Even though when mom and dad divorced and separated. And don't worry if this isn't your issue, just tap, okay? I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though, I don't even remember what the heck I said, even though there was less money from the divorce, there were the haves and the have-nots maybe. I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though money was scarce, after mom and dad separated, divorced, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Right here. Money got really tight after that divorce. Side of the eye. That was a terrible time. Under the eye. Now, don't worry if it's true or not. Mom always blamed dad. Under the nose. Dad always blamed mom. All that money that wasn't there. Collarbone. There was less of it. Households were split. Top of the head. There was less. Okay, take a breath. Now remember, this is emotional, okay? So eventually, hopefully, I'll get to the point where we tap a little bit. Let's do it right now, okay? Money's highly emotional, okay? We know this, right? Money is a highly emotional subject. People love to talk about and fight about money. Okay, oh, look what they're doing with their money. Okay, that's another concept, okay? So here we go. Even though money is such an emotionally charged subject for me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now, if you're feeling sick to your stomach right now, that's actually a really good thing, all right? Because somebody out there is. I just felt it, okay? And even though money is such a high emotionally charged subject for me, emotionally highly charged, yeah, got it. I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though money, the whole conversation around it, just saying the word, is so emotionally charged, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Okay? You see that? Right here. All that emotional charge. Side of the eye. Just when I say the word money, under the eye, I can feel the fear in that. Oh, now see, when you remember that law of attraction, okay, you get what you feel about. So when you're fearing about money, you're going to get more to fear about. Do you get this? All right, come on, right here. All this money charge. Chin, all the fear I feel. All the fear I feel about not enough money. Under the arm. That is such a terrible feeling. Top of the head. All that money fear feeling. We're going to do another round of that because that was really good right here. That money fear feeling. Side of the eye. That money fear feeling. All that fear around money. Under the nose. How do I get it? Why do they have it? Collarbone. All that fear around money. Under the arm. All that money fear in my body. That comes, top of the head, that comes from my wacky little brain and the chemicals that I dump when I'm feeling the fear about money. Woohoo! Okay, take a big breath. Ooh, Beck. I see Beck on here. It says, what if money's been used to control you? Oh my gosh, we're going to get there in a minute. Okay, but it is that simple, Beck. Even though they used money to control me, Let's just do this. Here we go. Even though they use money to control me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I still feel so helpless, see how we're connecting, okay, about them controlling me with money. And I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though I still feel helpless around money because they controlled me with it. Now, see, here's where I'd be F-bombing and everything else, but I'm not going to do that. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now, chances are, Beck, okay, stay here on the Karate Chop, you guys. Beck, you probably have a lot of anger about that, okay? And you want to be saying all this anger, all this fear, all the frustration. You want to be getting to the emotions, okay? So here we go. All this anger about that control. Side of the eye. They were so controlling. Under the eye. I felt so helpless. Under the nose. I was so angry. I still am. Now listen to me. If somebody's controlling you with money and you're not crying right now from this stuff coming up or being so dang mad you could cry, you're not connecting to the feeling. So find that feeling, okay? They controlled me with money. Right here. I'm still angry. Top of the head. Maybe they're still doing it. Right here. Maybe I still have an emotional connection. Side of the eye. So helpless and hopeless. All their intimidation. All that control. Chin. It feels terrible. Collarbone. All that controlling of me they did. Using money. Under the arm. That using money as control. Top of the head. I felt so out of control from their control. Take a breath, okay? Oh, that's what you meant, Tony? I'm on a big screen. Your students are there? Cool. Well, I'm glad I've been keeping it cleaned up. All right. Oh, they don't trust money. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, here we go. All right. So let's go to another one. Were y'all taught it's better to give than receive? I bet you were. Okay. Not true. It needs to be a cycle. Okay. You can't have a receiver without a giver. Okay. And look at this. Okay. If you're not receiving, you shut down the giver who was giving you a gift. What do I mean by that? Let's say somebody comes up today and says to me, hey, Colette, you're really rocking the tiara. And I go, oh, this one, it's the worst of my 6. No, that's not how we do that. We say, thank you very much. It's my favorite. Or I love this one. It's different from the others. You have to, okay. You can choose to accept gifts of abundance. A compliment is a gift. Or how about this? I tell this story all the time. It's so funny. If I come up to you and I say, look, I had a really great week. Here's $100. Okay. Can you take it? All right. You might say yes, but let me tell you something, okay? For a lot of people, it's like, okay, why? Because we got strings attached stuff. That's not very nice. I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you, I used to tease my husband. I go, here's the difference between me and you. Somebody walks up and says there's $100 across the street. Bam! I'm like the cartoons. You know, I'm like the guy where you see the smoke behind him, and I'm heading across the street. Scott's still analyzing all the ways you could be killed crossing the street. I come back with the 100 and I'm going to lunch. Okay, all right. So remembering that it's a cycle. It's not better to give than receive, and it's not better to receive than to give. It's a cycle. People talk about spending money, okay? You don't want to spend it. That means it's not coming back. You want to circulate money, okay? All right, okay? Now, that not trusting money that you were talking about, Tony, with your students, that really kind of goes back to the control, the tap little round we did with Beck, okay? So what you want to ask all those kids you're sitting there with is, what is the proof that they have, okay, that they can't trust money, because I'm going to tell you something. It's not really about not trusting money. It's about not trusting the person. Ooh, did you hear what I just said? Okay, because money's inanimate. Okay, money isn't something you trust or not trust. Okay, you're trusting or not trusting the market, people, okay, strings attached, all kinds of stuff. You see, that's how we drill down on this stuff. Okay, that's how we start to find the beliefs. All right, let's do another one. Hard work. Okay, now Tony might not appreciate what I'm teaching here, but he knows what I'm teaching. All right, and here we go. Hard work. If you were trained that hard work is the way to get it, okay, you were misled. Okay, because like, how hard is it to feel good about money? Now, it might take practice, okay, because a lot of us have been taught so much crappy stuff, okay? But when I say work hard, I'm not saying you never take inspired action. I'm not saying that you're not like Tapping Girl, and for 11 years, I've talked to anybody that'll give me 30 seconds to talk about the tapping. Now, a lot of them walk away shaking their head, but let me tell you something. Oh my God, I'm getting ready to cry. The tapping's taken off. People are starting to understand it. While they don't even understand while it works, they know it's working. It's changing their life. It's getting rid of pain, and pain from relationships, and dumping money garbage and all kinds of things. It is such an exciting time for tapping Grammy, tapping Mama, tapping Girl. Okay, listen, y'all call me all kinds of great stuff. I love it. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, so let me ask you this: how many things are you making hard? Okay, because I even tapped with a couple people about this week, so that you can justify I worked hard. So let's say you're holding on to a crappy belief, and you're even making letting go of that crappy belief hard work. Okay, that's only because you was told hard work was the way to do it. And what if that's not true? What if it really is the stuff that Tony's teaching you, that Sheb's teaching you, that Allie's teaching you, that Viv is teaching you, me, Jason, Loot, okay? What we're teaching you is you create your life experience from thought. Thoughts become things because there's vibration and all of that stuff, okay? I loved it when Loot said you speak life into your life, okay? Speak life into your money. Talk about money, okay, in ways that feel good. One of my favorite memes says, let us fast forward for you. I knew I was going to be incredibly wealthy. I mean, come on, that's just fun to tap in, all right? Let's do it. Here we go, right here on the eyebrows. I knew I was going to be incredibly wealthy. Side of the eye. It's just a mindset. Under the eye. I love thinking about the fun I can have with money. Under the nose. I'm going to fast forward. I knew I would be incredibly wealthy. Collarbone. I love thinking about all the fun things I could do with money. Money's fun. Top of the head. I like thinking about money this way. Okay, did you see that? Feel the difference? Okay, all right. So, how many things you making hard? Okay, probably all of it. This morning I had a rocking 2-hour tap with myself. I'm telling you, now you know I'm a little different, all right? All right, so what if you think you're going to have to do something you don't want to do to get money, okay? Oh, I'm going to have to work 80 hours a day and there's only 24, okay? That's a crappy belief. Here we go, right here on the side of the hand. Now, normally you would go through these and you would rate your 1 to 10 rating. Then you have the story come up, then you tell the story and you keep tapping. What I'm doing here is like a lube job, okay? I am bringing up all these ideas and concepts. We're starting around. You can let the ideas, thoughts, and beliefs come up that are the reasons why you believe that, okay? All right? And you're going to get so much from just these different setup phrases I've done, okay? Even though I think in order to have money, lots of money, that I'm going to have to do things I don't want to do. And I love and accept myself. And even though I have this crappy belief that I'm going to have to do things I don't want to do. And I'm just going to tell you, law of attraction says if you're doing things you don't want to do and you're not happy, you're going to get a match to that. You don't want that. We want to say these snarky words and get this out of here, right? And even though there's a part of me that thinks I'm going to have to do some things I definitely don't want to do in order to get money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, right here. Oh, so many things I'm going to have to do. All those things I'm going to have to do. Look, he's even depressed. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. Just got to get him a little more engaged. All these things I think I'm going to have to do under the nose that I don't want to do. Chin. I boxed myself into a corner. Collarbone. So many things so many things I think I'm going to have to do. Look at that. I can't even say it anymore. Right here. All these things I think I'm going to have to do. Top of the head, just to get money. Okay, all right, now let's do another one. Maybe you know somebody who has money, lots of money, okay, but they're an ASS, okay, they're an ass, okay, I'll just say it that way. We can say ass, right? Okay, what you want to do is you want to focus on the money part, leave the ass alone. Okay, I'm just not saying the whole word because sometimes with kids it's not good to be on here cursing, right, Tapping Girl? Okay, all right, so what? Okay, all right, let's do another one. Some of the things that we say, words that we say about money, okay? I listened to a really brilliant recording sometime back where it said, if money was your lover, what are the ways that you would keep it away from you? We call it filthy lucre. Oh, that brings your lover right to you, doesn't it? Dirty money. There's never enough of you. Whenever I need you, you're not there. Bam, that's a really nice thing to tell your lover, right? Okay, so think about it that way. All right, let's do another one. Oh, this one I love, okay? Fear of success and fear of failure. Now, I'm just going to tell you something about me. I label everything success. Just do that. Just start. I mean, even if you drop and break a dish, okay, that's success. Why? Because now I know it's probably not a good idea for me to hold it with a wet hand when the plate is wet. I mean, you see what I'm saying? I label everything success. I just do, okay? Why? Again, it's vibrational. I'm going to tell you something. When I started doing this and changing my language, there were two words. Actually, it started with one word, and I said perfect to everything. Everything anybody say, I go, oh, perfect, okay? Everything anybody say, oh, perfect, okay? I put it on Facebook. I said it to people all day long when I was out. Why? Because when I keep saying perfect, I then start to attract things to me, okay, that are a feeling match to the perfect that I feel when I say that. You see what I'm saying? Okay, listen, this is fun stuff. If you're not having fun digging into some of these weird ways we get stuff, all right, the second word I said all the time, ready? I know y'all have seen it. Brilliant, okay? I love the word brilliant, okay? I say brilliant all the time. Ooh, that was brilliant. Ooh, I love brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. I only know brilliant people. I love whatever they did, perfect, brilliant, okay? Success, same thing. No matter what you say, ooh, success. All right, why do I say that about everything, about success? Because if I do something, okay, and it actually doesn't work, let's say for growing my business, isn't that successful? Isn't it good for me to know what doesn't work? Ha, you see how that works? All right, so I know, I'm telling you, I blow up brains on the daily. All right, so now what I'm going to do, because we've done tapping today, I'm going to take a couple stories. So let's just tap while I'm telling you these, because this is the way we do things here, okay? So I had a friend a few weeks ago who came over, and she brought a lottery ticket just for fun, right? And after I scratched it, oh, we'll see you later, Jenny. Okay, after, yeah, there's Tony. I'm grateful for the knowledge of the God within. Divine abundance flows to me easily. All right, so she says, oh, I was, did you win? No, not this time. Now, I always say closer, okay? I scratch a lottery ticket or the big lottery happened and whatever. I just say closer, all right? When it's not a winner, I say I'm one closer, okay? All right, because vibration matters, language matters, okay? All right, so she says, oh, I was hoping it was $1 million. Could have stopped right there, didn't, and said, but I guess you can't win it all. And I thought, okay, why do we think we need to finish those crappy sentences? We don't need to finish those crappy sentences. Could say, okay, ooh, I was hoping it was $1 million and now we're closer, you see? All right. One of the things I do just for fun, I know this might sound kind of wacky, but you see, I'm always trying to strengthen my and flex, all right, my money abundance muscle, okay? And that is this. I'll pull up the app with the lottery stuff on it, look at the main page, and look at those huge amounts and just tap. Just tap, looking at those huge amounts. Look at that. I'm so excited about doing that. I'm tap. There are times I tap to places. Oh my God, I love having fun. All right. So you don't always have to finish those crappy sentences, okay? Here's another way. Here's the way another client of mine got money blocks, okay? Because I asked about what would happen. Here's good questions for you, really. What's the upside of not having all the money you want? Because there is. I know that sounds crazy, but there is. What's the downside of having the money? Okay, well, it's not uncommon for me at all with people to uncover stuff like, well, if I have money, they think I have to pay for everything. My family will want to borrow. Okay, now my husband, just so you know, if I drop off the edge of the earth, it's because I won a huge lottery jackpot. My husband and I already know we're out of here. Okay, all right, I'll find a way to tap with everybody from somewhere where you can't trace me. Kind of joking, kind of not. Okay, we'll send you a postcard. We'll actually have somebody take it on a plane and mail it from somewhere else so you can never find us. Okay, all right. So if you've got a belief that people are going to expect you to have to buy, okay, if you think people, oh, all them broke people in my family now, they're going to come borrow money, okay, you're going to keep money away from you on an unconscious level, okay? If the only way you think you can say no is by not having it, okay, you're going to keep them away, you see, by not having it. I'm telling you, this is really brilliant stuff. You're welcome. All right. Like I said, you want me digging in here and finding my garbage, because then it helps you with your garbage. Here was another one. I had another client whose parents every night at dinner talked about money and the bills and what was going to happen. Da, da, da. This person ended up feeling like it was their fault because they were in sports, they needed outfits, they had to pay fees. They ended up thinking it was their fault that the family didn't have enough money, and to this day takes less. You see? Who do you think you're serving by taking less? Because you're not. Okay? All right? All right? All right. You can't be sick enough for somebody else to get well. You can't be broke enough for somebody else to be wealthy. Okay. Just telling you. All right. And then here was the last one I'm going to share with you because it was hilarious. Okay. So I had a client I was working with. Boom. I love that boom. All right. So here's a client I was working with. Now this is hilarious. Okay. And it was somebody who, when I would work with them, okay, they would tell me about other people not being able to keep a calendar. Okay, fine. All right. So we would tap on the other stuff, okay? But, you know, this person was always complaining about people not being able to keep a calendar. The hilarious part was, okay, I worked with this person, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and every time they had to change the appointment, up to and including the last time that they worked with me, where I basically contacted them and said, hey, we're meeting tomorrow for da-da-da-da-da, and they came back and said, no, it's next week, and I said, no, go look up in the thread, it's today, right? Guess who can't keep a calendar? Okay, so what was so funny was later, because I had to tap on that. I was like, you know what? This is my income. When somebody makes an appointment with me and they don't honor me and keep that appointment, even though that says more about them, and I understand that, okay, it affects my income. So what do? I leave everybody else out of my income. Okay, I focus on me and how I feel about money, but here was the golden nugget I got from it. Okay, now I know you're all going to be laughing when I put this one out there. Ready? I was like, oh my God, I'm a money hoe. Now, what do I mean when I say that? I was tapping and I went, oh man, money comes with abuse. I have to take abuse to get money. Okay, I had to put up with somebody listening to their garbage. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I love you guys as garbage, okay, but if you're going to be complaining about what somebody else is doing and you're doing it yourself, I'm kind of going, what? Okay, so I knew y'all would love that. I was like, so I contacted a friend of mine and I go, oh my God, I just got a new awareness. And I said, I'm a money hoe. I think money has to come with abuse. That was a brilliant tapping sequence, okay? That was a brilliant tapping sequence because it helped me see my connection to strings attached. I have to eat it. I have to do what they say. It's just like Beck when we were tapping a while ago. They were controlling you with money, okay? Now, the reason I told that was I think that is absolutely hilarious, okay? Now, if you're just tuning in or you're seeing this and it looks like I'm crazy thumping here on my chest, just start doing it. It's all good, all right? If you've lost relatives, okay? And you are still grieving, that grief can be a block to your money, okay? All right? Seriously, it's amazing stuff, all right? Now, let's do a little more tapping, okay? So an easy way to understand this, okay? I knew y'all would love that money hoe thing because I'm telling you what, we all are, okay? Most all of us, I should say, think that, oh, I'm going to have to do something. Even if the doing something you don't like, okay? That's kind of the same idea, all right? Throw me up some laughers. I love laughers. Actually, I love the laughers as much as or more as the hearts. There. Yay! There's Andy. Oh, I can see all your faces in that. That is so fun. All right, so in this life experience, you get what you expect. Y'all have heard me say that before, okay? So here's a really easy way to use the tapping over and over and over. Get the subject, money, abundance, okay? Let me tell you this real fast. One of the things I say to people all the time is, what do you need more than anything else to be alive 3 minutes from now, 2 minutes from now, okay? Depending on how good you are at it, right? What do you need? You need air. Do you ever exhale and go, oh my God, I hope I'm good enough to get some air back in here? No, you don't. You just expect it. You see, there's the word, expect it. When you start tapping out the garbage, fluxing that money and abundance thing, I'm telling you what, everybody in there with Tony, you're rock stars, and I'm telling you what, y'all are going to have such a different life experience learning the stuff you're learning from Tony. I absolutely love children getting this information. So, air. Air. You need air more than anything else. You don't worry about where you don't walk around with a bag in case there's not air later and you can breathe out of the bag, all right? You don't have a plan B on air, okay? Air just is. That is hilarious, Tanya. Can you guys see that? All of the laughing emojis in there. All right. So you need, and I don't even like the word need, you require air. Okay, to live in 3 minutes time from now, okay? So we want to get the same kind of expectation with money. So write down money on top, okay? I expect to not have enough. I expect to do things I don't want to do. I expect to have to work hard. I expect, okay? You want to write those down, okay? Now, you can always do the thing and flip it, all right? But the way that you want to tap on that is if you have a story that is the proof for why you expect to have to do those things, bam, that's the jackpot, okay? And if you're walking around and you're crying about it and it makes you mad, oh my God, that's double jackpot. Why? Because when you're thinking about that, you got the chemical dump going on and you're tapping while you're doing that, you are knocking that crap out. And let me tell you one more thing I got to this morning that was absolutely amazing because I was tapping about anger and fear and guilt. I was putting the initial of a person involved in my story in front of the word anger. So let's say it started, since my name's Colette, okay? Let's say that their name started with the C, Kanger. So I was going, all this Kanger, all this Kanger, all this Kanger. Okay, so up pops my dad and I go, ooh, all this danger. Danger! Look at this. The brain makes these connections. I'm telling you, if your dad was cruel, mean, ugly, raging, whatever, okay, that all goes to danger, safety, security, all of those things, okay? Even though around money I feel so insecure, even though I spend as much as I make, even though I have less income than time, even though, you see what I'm saying? Just remember this. With tapping, we tell the ugly truth. We tap while we're doing it, okay? You could have, I don't like the word should, okay? Should is shame, could is choice. You could have only about 100 awarenesses from what I've already brought you today, okay? Seriously. And you just go back, you tell those stories, and tap it out. So let's do this last tapping sequence. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, even though I expect it to be hard to get money, Okay, and that's just going to cover a whole bunch of stuff. Now you focus in on what that means for you. I even had one lady one time who said, well, I'm on a fixed income, I'm on Social Security. Guess what? Within a couple months, I got a note from her going, hey, they just raised my Social Security amount. I never thought about that. And I'm like, bam, you see how that works? Okay, so when you hear, I expect it to be hard to get money, all right, you want to rate that on your 1 to 10. Okay, and the reason tapping works on everybody on the same sentence is you get that person in mind, you get that example in mind, you get that place you lived in mind. I remember when I was like 25 and my stepdaughter, we were talking about stuff and I said, oh, my first couch came from Salvation Army, and she goes, ew. Well, I loved that couch. Okay, I thought that couch was awesome. It cost me like $40, 25, I think. Now remember, this was like 40 years ago. And she said, ooh, I would never sit on somebody else's furniture. And I said, ooh, I can't wait to come to your house when you move away. Okay, because the fact of the matter is, it didn't matter to me where that couch came from. I was so happy it was mine. I was so happy that I paid for it. I was so happy that it was intact and looked good. I mean, it was an awesome couch. It had these huge wing back sides and all this stuff. Okay, listen, I love all things affluent. Okay, do you know that all my teddy bears, this is affluence for me? Okay, all right, fluence, you see, affluence, you see, it's a whole continuum. All right, so here we go. You got that in your mind? Let's go. Even though I expect it to be hard to get money, I choose to love and honor myself. And even though I expect it to be hard to get money, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though I expect it to be hard to attract more money, I got all this money fear going on. Oh, whoopsie. That's the opposite. I don't want no stinking fear. And I deeply and completely love and honor myself. See, listen, you can do this all kinds of ways like this. And I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Right here. Okay, now I really want you feeling about it. If you could think of a time you wanted to have your dad loan you money and he stood there and humiliated you in front of somebody, because you can even tap. Let's just do this, okay? Say what? Strings attached. Strings attached. Let's go right here. Let's say the money humiliation. Side of the eye. All that money humiliation. Maybe you grew up kind of poor like I did, under the eye. That money humiliation. Under the nose. Now listen to me. Y'all have heard me say this before. We were the family that people gave food to. See? All that money humiliation. Chin. Oh boy, I'm really feeling this. All that money humiliation. You see, if I feel humiliated around money, say it. If I feel humiliated around money, well, I don't. Y'all know I'm talking with this invisible person on screen. All this money humiliation. Top of the head. That time they humiliated me. Okay, so maybe you asked for some help and somebody humiliated you. Do you see? You see how that's going to have you? Okay, didn't most of us learn that wanting is bad? Okay, my mom called it a case of the gimmies. I tapped all that out. Remember? I think I told you about that. All right, so here's the deal. Celeste, yay! Hello, girly. All right, so here's the deal. You can go back and watch this a billions, okay? You will clear your money garbage. You will clear those blocks. What is tapping for? Tapping is for that ugly truth. Tapping is for that stuff that you're told you're not supposed to say, that you got stuck in here, that when we tap, we're actually letting it go. I just got to say this. Watching Allie tap the other day, I was like reduced to a puddle of tears the other day. For Allie to tap was really, really big. So any of you that I have helped you see the benefit in tapping, where even if you don't know why it's working or how it's working, that you just do it, is so amazing. Every time we tap and we release this limitation, we are changing the world, okay? There is plenty. You want to get out of what other people are doing with their money, okay? That's one more thing I'm going to give you. If you're talking about what somebody else is doing with their money and that they're not helping you and why aren't they sharing it, and you need to be doing that while you're tapping, okay? Why? Okay? Because that's your truth, okay? All right? And if that's your truth, you are holding all that money in abundance away from you. Why? Because you're in the snarky of it. Do you understand the difference? There's being in the thing of, oh, fast forward, I knew I'd be incredibly wealthy. I love knowing there's more than enough air for me to breathe and be alive. I love knowing that money is every bit abundant as air, as grass, as grains of sand, okay? I love feeling affluent. If I had an extra $100 today, I would do this and this and this and this. You see, that's a very different conversation than, well, they have all that and they're not sharing it with me. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. Even though they're not sharing their money with me, and it makes me so angry, I love and accept myself. And even though they're not sharing their money with me, it makes me angry. They have more than enough. They're so greedy. And I love and accept myself. Right here. They have more than enough. Why aren't they sharing it? Under the eye. I just think that's wrong. Under the nose. They should be sharing it. Jen, they should be giving it to me. Collarbone. I'm realizing I'm keeping my own abundance away from me. I want to get happy about what they have. Top of the head. I want to get excited about what they have. Right here on the eyebrow. Knowing I can have that too. Side of the eye. More money for me. I love the idea of more money. More money is fun. I can do so many amazing things for me. Gotta start with you, all right? If you're already talking about giving money away to people who are poor or can't do it, you're off course, okay? You can talk about it later, but you want to have this money for you, right? Because if you think you got to do all these other people, well, maybe you think you don't deserve it. There's another one. See, I don't deserve money. All right, so I need to get off of here, all right? Because every week I say I'm not going to go this long, but there's just so much good stuff I want to share with you all. I want everybody happy, healthy, well. Okay, healthy, wealthy, wise. I want everybody that. All right. So until I'm one of the lucky ones, I get 5 weeks. Oh, Loot. Hey, Loot. All right. I'm one of the lucky ones that gets to do 5 weeks with you. Lucky yo. Okay. So I will be back next week. All right. Loot tomorrow. Let's see. It is. I'm trying to get the times right. It's 8 Eastern. 5 Pacific on Thursday. PM. All right, so let's do that again. Loot is live with you tomorrow, okay, at 8:30 Eastern Time PM, 5:30 PM Pacific, all right? I thought it was 8:30. Look, check Allie's thing, all right? In case I did it wrong. I'm now being questioned. So go to, it might be 8. Did I say it wrong, Allie? I'm looking through the notes. She's probably going to tell me. All right, so remember, I do this one-on-one. Remember, I love doing this in group. I'm going to be back next week with you. Big shout out again to everybody who's been on here with me, okay? We start dumping this money garbage and allowing in more abundance and prosperity, okay? Because there are so many more ways than money as well, okay? All right? A neighbor does a kind thing for you, brings you mail. That's abundance. You go, oh, I love abundance. I love it, but you get all excited, okay? All right? You go to Goodwill, you find the perfect shirt you want. It doesn't matter it wasn't $80, okay? It's the perfect shirt you wanted, okay? Abundance and prosperity shows up in so many more ways. I just wanted to get with the money thing today, all right? I wanted to actually talk about money so we can use that word and stop having so much intimidation and fear about it, okay? So I'm going to see you back here next week, I hope. I hope today was fun because, you know, my whole thing is always about having fun. Listen, everybody go get your tiaras and magic wands because they really do help, okay? I'm awesome. I'm amazing. You see how that is? All right, so what else? You looking at me about anything else I need to tell? It looks like I covered it all. Yay. I want to thank again all my other co-creators, the ones watching, the ones presenting. This has been an amazing, awesome month. I get so jazzed and happy that I can teach and share these concepts with all of you. So this is me telling you, okay? Tomorrow morning, by the way, 10 a.m. Eastern, a.m., okay? I'll be on with my show. Okay, we're just going to do a little general anxiety stress tapping, okay? I already know that. So Until I see you next week, what does Tapping Girl always tell you? Keep tapping into you. Don't forget to share this with your friends, okay? Go have a watch party. Invite me. Yay! All right, you guys. So me and Teddy Love are telling you, until we see you next time, keep tapping into you. Go be awesome. Go amazing. Be amazing. You can't not be, really, okay? So see y'all next week. Why can't I? There it is. Yay. Bye.